There's a lie floating around the personal development and spiritual world, and it sounds really beautiful. It sounds compassionate. It sounds wise. It sounds like growth. But let me tell you, it's actually keeping millions of people stuck in a loop. And the lie is this, that you must heal yourself, fix yourself, or improve yourself before you can create what you want. And let me just say that if you've been in the personal development for a while, you've probably believed this at some point. I know I did. And here's the problem with that idea. If you believe that you have to be fully healed, fixed, improved, or changed before you can create a life you love, you will spend the rest of your life trying to fix yourself. And what starts out as hope eventually turns into something else. Exhaustion, self-doubt, in a quiet shame spiral that whispers, why isn't this working for me? So if you're new here, my name is Dustin Wheeler, and I'm the creator of Spiritually Kinky. And what I help people remember is something the personal development world often forgets to say out loud. You are not fucking broken. You are the creative force within. And over the past 7 years, I've had over 35,000 conversations with strangers, driving, coaching, teaching, consulting, listening to people tell the truth about their lives when they think no one else is watching. And after all of these conversations, something became really clear. That people aren't failing because they're lazy. They're not failing because they're incapable. They're stuck because they've been handed a structure that keeps them fighting themselves. A structure that quietly convinces them, if I just heal one more thing, fix one more pattern, overcome one more limiting belief, read one more book, do one more retreat, then I'll finally be whole. But babe, that day never comes. Let's talk about what this actually looks like because it's super fucking sneaky. Someone reads a manifestation book, a personal development book. They start journaling every morning. They build a vision board. They meditate. They say affirmations in the mirror. And let me just say, for a little while, it feels amazing. Hope rises, energy shifts. Man, life feels possible again. And then something small and quiet happens. A bill shows up. A relationship doesn't work out. An opportunity falls through, and suddenly the mind whispers again, see, you still have blocks. See, you're still not enough. So what do? They double down. Another course, another healing modality, another personality test, another shadow work journal. And every time the cycle resets, hope, effort, temporary progress, collapse, and then shame. Hope, effort, temporary progress, collapse, and then shame. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. You're sweating, you're trying, you're putting in real effort, but you're not actually moving forward. And when you trip, you assume the problem is you. And underneath all of that is an identity that most people don't even realize that they've accepted. And this identity says, I'm not it yet. It must be me. Not healed enough, not confident enough, not worthy enough, not ready enough. So life becomes a constant project of improving or healing yourself until you finally earn permission to live. The mind starts negotiating with reality. I'll start my business when I'm more confident, when I'm more prepared, when I have a better strategy. I'll pursue love when I'm more healed. I'll go after my dream when I'm more stable. But babe, here's the wild part. When your identity is built around not being it yet, let me tell you, your brain will keep collecting evidence that proves that you're still not ready. It's like standing in front of a locked door, studying the hinges, analyzing the wood, researching the history of the lock, while the key is in your hand. And what this actually feels like, the emotional experience of this loop is fucking brutal. One day you feel inspired, aligned, powerful. Like you finally figured it out. You think, wow, this is it. This time is different. Then a week later, you feel like you've fallen all the way back to the beginning. And the mind goes straight into interrogation mode. What did I do wrong? You start fighting yourself again, trying to force positive thinking, trying to override fear, trying to convince yourself that you're worthy. It's like sitting in the driver's seat of your life while two different voices are wrestling over the steering wheel. One voice saying, go for it, and the other saying, nope, not yet. And that tug of war burns through your energy because all of your attention is being spent on trying to fix the driver instead of simply choosing where to go. So after all of my conversations with strangers, something really fascinating happened. Because when people get into a conversation with someone that they'll probably never see again, they tend to tell the truth. They told me about marriages falling apart, careers that they secretly hated, dreams they never started. But the most common thing that I heard, I just need to work on myself more first. I heard that sentence thousands of times. And then one night it hit me. None of these people were broken. They were waiting for permission to live, permission that never arrives. Because the moment you believe you must finally become whole enough to start your life, babe, the finish line keeps moving. And the truth that most people never hear, the truth that changes everything, is your identity isn't broken. It's just outdated. The survival identity, the one that learned to protect you, anticipate danger, and stay safe, babe, that was never the enemy. It did its job. But survival identities are built from predictability, not creation. They prefer familiar problems over unknown possibilities. So when you start moving towards something new, babe, the old identity starts to pull you back. Not because it hates you, but because it thinks it's protecting you. It's like armor you built for battles you've already survived. The armor once saved your life, but armor eventually becomes too heavy to run in, babe. And here's how creation changes the game, because you were never meant to spend your life fixing yourself. Creation doesn't come from perfection. Creation comes from choice. You are not the wave fighting the ocean, babe. You are the ocean itself. And oceans don't spend their time asking if they're worthy to move. They move because movement is their nature. And a lot of what people call healing is actually just teaching the nervous system something really simple. It's safe to want what you want, safe to choose, safe to move, safe to expand. Because, babe, when your body understands that, creation stops feeling like a fight. It becomes simple. You choose, you move, you adjust. No shame spiral required. So, babe, if you've been stuck in the loop of trying to fix yourself, heal yourself, improve yourself, change yourself, hear this clearly. You are not fucking broken. You are not behind. You are not failing. You were simply handed a structure that told you to fight yourself instead of create. And the moment that you see that, you can step out of the war. Because the truth is that you are the creative force within. And you get to choose what you would love to create. And creative forces don't spend their lives fixing themselves. They create. So if this message landed for you tonight, don't go back into the loop of trying to fix yourself tomorrow. Instead, start creating something, even if it's small. A new idea, a new direction, a new decision. Because creation, not fixing, is what brings your energy back online. And if you want support learning how to step out of that survival loop and actually build the life that you want, then come join us in the Spiritually Kinky community for creators on Skool. Because that's where we're doing this work together. And babe, whether you're here to be a little bit spiritual, or you're here to be a little bit kinky, or you're here like me to be a whole lot of both, lead with love, my friends. And in case nobody told you today, I see you, I feel you, and I love you. And you are not alone.